making a conducive environment for investments to flow in. So what about PLI schemes? Is that something that you feel needs to be reviewed? Any other schemes related to manufacturing?
We talked about JLI, job-linked incentives. Ultimately, we have to create jobs. It's not just adequate to get the GDP growth. You have to create the jobs. It has to be employment. You're already bringing 8-9 million people into the labor force year after year. You have a backlog, the record unemployment rate in the last 45 years as far as youth unemployment is concerned. So, yes, manufacturing, this was recognized years ago that we cannot go from being an agricultural economy to a service-oriented economy without going through the intervening phase of being a manufacturing powerhouse. So we have to have a manufacturing base. In the last 10 years, the share of manufacturing in GDP has actually fallen. Just as the rhetoric has expanded, the share of manufacturing has fallen by something like 2 percentage points over the last 10 years. So that has to be reversed.
So you feel that the PLI schemes have a right direction?
Modern manufacturing, traditional manufacturing. There are traditional sectors, textiles, leather. There are also sectors where we have a huge competitive advantage, like pharmaceuticals, engineering, electronics, IT, IT hardware. We are recognized for our supremacy in IT software, but it's IT hardware that is going to drive the next generation of the IT revolution in our country. So there can be no two opinions. And the new manufacturing policy was announced, I remember, when Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister in 2010. And why are we behaving as if we are suddenly discovering the value of manufacturing? It goes back to the 50s. What is HAL? What is BHEL? What is HMT? What is Steel Authority of India? These are all manufacturing powerhouses. So, India has always had this policy that we must be a manufacturing center. Now, for a variety of reasons I don't have time to get into, we became a powerhouse in the services industry. And we didn't become the type of manufacturing powerhouse that the Chinese became. We became the back office of the world. We didn't become a factory of the world. We still can do it. But the nature of that factory is changing. The traditional manufacturing, traditional services is gone. It's now manu services. So there's manufacturing integrated into services. So these are all new opportunities that are opening up.
Right. But there should be jobs-linked incentives.
There has to be jobs, and jobs.
Okay.
These are the three priorities.
So PLI is fine, but
we have to look at jobs. We have to look at jobs. We have to look at jobs. Jobs, and jobs.
Right. Now, speaking about GST, you spoke...
Not just Steve Jobs.
Okay. In your